Okay, this is the next one called Boost Tevatron Atlas CMS LHC Higgs Mass Boson High Energetic Top Quarks 5 Forces. September 29th is when I started working on it. Today's October 5th, 2012. The keyword search is from the HERA 1 to HERA 6, which actually is up to HERA 10. Higgs Mass Boson Particles videos. September 24th, the keyword Google search is from the previous video. So quotes, the Boost series of workshops brings together world-leading theorists and experimentalists from the Tevatron experiments in Atlas and CMS. The goal is to enhance the potential of the LHC for the decay topologies that form when highly boosted heavy particles like the W and Z boson and top quarks decay. The next event in the Boost series was organized by FIC Valencia. The conference took place in the Central Cultural Bancada in the heart of Valencia from the 23rd until 27th of July 2012. So it's ific.uv.es is the website. And, quote, highly boosted objects, e.g. highly energetic top quarks, lepton jets, W and Z gauge bosons, and the Higgs boson. Boost 2012 will bring together leading physicists to improve theory and experimental tools. We hope to evaluate the first results of boosted analyses at the LHC. The agenda is prepared by the Scientific Committee. For contributions by the Atlas and CMS collaborations, we are in close contact with the Atlas and CMS speaker committees. Other contributions are by invitation. If you'd like to attract the committee's attention to your work, especially if unpublished, you can send a brief abstract to the committee mailing list. Boost 2012 Committee AT pegaso.ific.uv.es. Okay, there's the website there. And here's a graph here. It says measurable, useful, and calculable. And I think we looked at this before in another video. And it's come up again. So the HEP subfield, so I googled it, and this is what came up. High energy physics, presenting Higgs boson with HEP. Quote, particle physics is also called high energy physics, solid state physics, also known as condensed matter physics, the study and application of the electric blah blah blah. September 24th, 2012. I'll have to look into the high energy Higgs mass particle theory ideas along with top quarks to see why this data is coming up. Noting the keywords Qjets, so I'm going to Google that, and the quote is the untagged Qjets from QCD are a mixture of quark and gluon jets, whereas the Qjets from the Higgs signal are quark jets. On average, gluon jets tend to be broader than quark jets. Thus, the width of a jet can be used to discriminate quarks from gluons and so improve the separation of the QCD multi-jet background from the Higgs signal. So it allows them to take a better look at the Higgs signal. And that's at www-cdf.fnal.gov. Here's another graph here showing the Higgs signal. There it is again. So resonances.blogspot.ca is where I found it. Keywords are heavy neutral particle decays. And it came up on cdsweb.cern.ch. Search for a heavy neutral particle decaying into electron and muon using 1FB to 1 of Atlas data. Atlas collaboration. Submitted September 2011. Revised January 2012. A search is presented for a high-mass neutral particle that decays directly to the EMU final state. The data sample was recorded by the Atlas detector in SQRT's 7 TeV-PP collisions at the LHC from March to June 2011 and corresponds to an integrated luminosity of 1.07 FB. The data are found to be consistent with the standard model background. The high EMU mass region is used to set 95% confidence level upper limits on the production of two possible new physics processes, tau and S neutrinos in an R parity violating supersymmetric model and Z-like vector bosons in a lepton flavor violating model. Okay, so that's RARXIV, and there's the reference number there, okay? Keyword high EMU mass came up to www.cdf.fnal.gov. There's a CDF run preliminary 344 PB1, and it's got fakes, diboson, TTZ, and this is the data. Events at 5 GeV, MEU GeV C squared. The next was the muon PT 102 GeV, electron 59 GeV, and MEU 158 GeV. And this came up here, muon PT 102, electron 59 GeV. So, quote, event displays for the highest mass event. These graphics depicts the tracks, muon stubs, and calorimeter depositions for our highest mass event. It's from www.cdf.fnal.gov. Next keyword is fermiophobic Higgs boson and pp collisions. cdsweb.cern.ch. This data came up. CMS preliminary 7 TeV. L equals 4.8 FB. So it's a Qjet tagged, lepton tagged, and other 4 classes. Higgs to YY. Okay. FrancisTheMuleNews.wordpress.com is where I found the blog. The big news regarding the outcome published July 4th is the addition of the channel H to WW EVUV, the decay of a Higgs into a pair of W, one virtual, which decay into a pair of charged leptons, one electron and muon, and a neutrino pair. And here it is there. It shows how they did it from the Atlas preliminary. So the keywords are SM Higgs boson decaying to BB, SM Higgs boson decaying to B quark pairs with Atlas. Quote, search for the standard model Higgs boson decaying to a BB pair in events with one charged lepton and large missing transverse energy using the full CDF data set. It's a CDF collaboration from July 2012, revised in August. We present a search for the standard model Higgs boson produced in association with a W boson and SQRT equals 1.96 TeV/pp bar collision. Data collected with the CDF2 detector at the Tevatron corresponding to an integrated luminosity of 9.45 FB to 1. In events consistent with the decay of the Higgs boson to a bottom quark pair and the W boson to an electron or muon and a neutrino, we set 95% credibility level. Upper limits on the WH production cross-section times the H to BB branching ratio is as a function of Higgs boson mass. At a Higgs boson mass of 125 GeV C squared, we expect a limit of 4.9, 2.8 times the standard model value. That's from Fermilab. And there's their reference ID number there. So the keyword Higgs boson to a bottom quark pair and the W boson to an electron or muon and a neutrino. The keyword is jet mass Higgs brings up mostly Atlas graphs and data about the Higgs signal at CERN. The keyword is lepton jets. And there's the graph for it. And then we have this events with top mass. Quote, one would rather have to settle on the W boson mass in the Weinberg angle rather than on top quark mass. That's from www.science20.com. And here's another video, graph that I found about it. It says, quotes, in the figure you can see by how much the Higgs mass varies upon changing the top quark mass within the limits allowed by last August's world average. Let me explain. The black ellipse is a measurement of 2 important standard model parameters. The square of the sine of the theta angle on the y-axis and the leptonic width of the Z boson on the x-axis. The yellow band shows sine, theta, and gamma 2 vary according to the standard model if we modify the Higgs mass from 114 to 1000 GeV. That is to say, if the Higgs boson weighed 1 TeV, the experimental measurement of x and y, the point at the center of the black ellipse, would be far off the real value of the 2 parameters, which would instead be at the uppermost corner of the yellow band. Okay. And that's from www.science20.com. 3 generations of matter, September 24. There's the standard model there. So, my thoughts. The formula idea based in data, a thought that comes to mind. You take your Higgs boson signal, add the W boson plus Z boson plus the bottom quark plus the top quark. The T top plus Y photon plus W boson plus tau neutrino lepton with spin. Look at the alien building blocks video. Okay. There's an alien video that I did, line 17, I believe. I forgot to put the title. I'm so sorry. I don't know where the title is. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so this is what the WOW data says that the new standard model should look like according to an alien message about the building blocks of the universe. It was just a thought that hit me on September 24th. I actually started this standard model building block thing back in January, February 2012. So this is several months later, of course. So this is how this is our human standard model. This is how we think it should look like, right? Well, look at how the alien astronaut has put it. He's changed it right around. So he's got your Higgs boson signal is the one in the middle that's connecting all of these together, right? You got your T top, your C charm, your U up, your D down, your S strange, your B bottom. Then you have your Y photon, G gluon, Z boson, and tau and W boson. Basically, I looked at your standard model and worked around it to see. I don't know how I came up with these, but that's what I came up with, okay? So the 5 missing axial force particles with half a spin to leptons plus neutrinos plus liquid argon gas. WOW data, formula of ideas from videos. Made with the V electron neutrino, V muon neutrino, and VT tau neutrino, E electron, U muon, needed to make new bosons. See the, here we go. Here, see the Ideergo says YouTube channel videos. You want to look at line 17T4A. It says UFO alien contact equation given January 22nd, 2012. Velocity, my thoughts, WOW SETI. That's the name of that video. And then the second one, which is part 2 of it, is line 17T4B, alien contact travel black hole universe UFO velocity equation WOW SETI. So those are the WOW videos, and this is where the cross-referencing is starting with Higgs and WOW kind of intermingling with each other. Okay, so I actually blogged it. Okay. About this alien message about the building blocks of the universe. So let's go to my blog, Victoria Stafford, a psychicinvestigation.wordpress.com, and we'll take a look-see. See what I got up there. So of course I'm going to blog this video with these links, okay? So you can get to this. So what I did is I created a video on the research that I did and added some more photos. This is a free Jet 2 velocity line, 17TA WOW SETI. New data, February 15th. Nozzle 3.7 new version, instruction manual. A delaval nozzle analysis program of Microsoft Windows by Aero Rocket. And there's some more figures. And then I do a quote on the data, and there's the video. And then what I do is give some of the keywords that go with it. And also there's a bunch of other videos. There's 17E, 17T, 17T2, 17T3, 17T4A, 17T4B, and I believe this is all about the 60 QUJ5, 1420 megahertz, the hydrogen line, and the UFO engine components to test neutrinos, relativistic jet particles, and beaming. So those are the keywords, and then I did like a cross-reference for you. So my thoughts, this is a new math equation that came up from the meditation January 20th, 2012. It has something to do with the velocity for a UFO engine. I have no idea what any of it means, and I'm not able to research the fraction because I wouldn't know where to start. So as you can see that I've actually learned since January how to look stuff up. It's taken me 9 months to learn all this stuff. If you can suggest a way to research functions, how they can be written out in word form, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so there's the blog post for it. And I'm going to have to pause this because I got another phone call. Thanks. Oh, I'm running out of power here anyways.